Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
You're listening to TFG Football.
Hello and welcome. Here we are. It's a special episode. It's an interview show because as we promised you, we would get Tanvie Hans, the female footballer from UK. She did play for Tottenham and Fulham, and now she's here for IWL but cannot play because if you have seen her Facebook and Twitter post where she mentioned the reason as to why she can't play in the IWL is because she does not hold an Indian passport, and the rule says that only Indian passport holders can play in IWL. So we caught up. I was in conversation with her over telephone. So the disclaimer goes out there because there were a few disturbances, but I hope you can clearly hear what we are saying. And she mentions about the reason, and she gives more specification as to when she applied for the citizenship and what she still hopes that it might come before the league ends, so she gets at least a match to play. And she's part of the FC Pune City but cannot play because you have to be a registered player. So here are the reasons, and she also spoke about, touched upon her shots. In short, she touched upon her experience with Fulham and Tottenham. So here is Tanvie Hans for you.
So, we saw a Twitter post and Facebook post about the Indian citizenship not happening, and therefore you cannot play in IWL. So, I just want to ask you, when did you apply for that?
About 3 months ago.
Okay.
It's been more than 3 months now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you know the rules in India, you can't have dual citizenship.
Yeah.
So once you take this, you're completely looking back to coming to India and playing here?
Yeah.
Is that the motive?
Yeah, that's the motive.
Okay. And right now you're part of Pune City, but you can't play. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay. So what do you think about this rule that you have applied? Indian passport holders to play in IWL?
See, I actually, when we had the qualifying round for this league, a couple of months back, I had already applied for my Indian citizenship then. And then I told them that I want to participate even in the qualifying round. And at that point only, AIFF said to me that, you can't because, we're only allowing Indian citizens to do it. So I told them that I have already applied for it. Here is the receipt. You can see that I have applied. So I've done everything from my behalf.
Okay.
Now it's up to the government how long they take.
Okay.
So they didn't accept that back then also, and even now, the citizenship hasn't come through. So they're not allowing it now also. And then I asked them what the reason is, and they said that they can't encourage the Indian girls to play right now because they need more, they need more enthusiasm and more talent within the country instead of looking outside.
Yeah, right.
I think that's what I understand right now.
Okay.
And they said maybe in the future we include foreigners, but right now,
they're focusing on Indian players. Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
This league is, from what I understand, this league is to give the national team players and stuff, more playing time and stuff like that. So they're trying to keep it inclusive.
Right. So, and also about, so you're training with the team? Are you training with FC Pune City?
No, so the thing is that I'm not allowed to even be registered right now.
Okay.
So I went for trials to Pune and they liked me and everything, but I had to come back a couple of days early. I visit the girls in the hotel, but I'm not allowed to train with them or anything because I can't be like a registered player.
Okay. So you're on your own doing your training and stuff for now?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see the Indian citizenship coming before the league ends? Because it's a short league, it's ending on the 14th Feb.
Yeah. The thing is that is the hope because it's been over 3 months now. And we have a lot of people trying to help us anyways. Only thing is that there's still a couple of steps left. I still have to give the final oath and things like that. So if that all goes through smoothly, it's possible that I might get it in the next week to 10 days. So maybe I can do the last game or something, I don't know.
Okay. And do you see yourself playing for Team India? You will be definitely a good prospect for the national team.
See, I have heard that obviously I'm never gonna take for granted that I have a ready spot for me on the team.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the whole idea, the reason I'm training, every week and things like that is because I want a shot at the national team, and I think whatever I've learned in the 2 years in London, like whatever creativity I've got in my game, I want to kind of bring it into like the Indian game.
Okay. So what is the overall thought about this new initiative, the music? Because what we know as of now, it has been a desperate move by the association because, we are seeing Indian women's team as one of the teams that might qualify, probably to get a chance at the World Cup. So, so in that hurry, in that rush, we've gone ahead and made a lead, but it's a shorter one. So what do you have to say? Do you want to say something to the association saying that, look at it at a longer perspective because women anyway don't get a chance to play throughout the year?
Yeah. I think, basically, they've been promising us a league for many years now. Yeah. And now they finally put a date on it. So I think because they put a year and a date on it, they've kind of somehow just scrambled things together and made it happen. But, I mean, it's a start. I'm glad at least they felt the pressure to do it, and they've done it. And I know for a fact that, eventually all those Super League teams and stuff are going to start forming your teams, and it's going to grow into something bigger. But, this being first step, it could have obviously been a lot better advertised. It could have been done a lot more in advance, things like that. But it's the first step, and I think from here is where the growth happens, and yes, growth is a league last. At least it should last at least a couple of months.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's just how it should be. That's a very minimum. Yeah.
So, and just for that, And just to sum it up, why don't you share some of your thoughts or experience with Fulham and Tottenham?
So, I think, I really enjoy, obviously. The structure there is amazing. Like, in 1 year, you get to play 10 months of football. Okay. So, in 3 years, I got to play 30 months of football. And that, unlike with 30 months of football, you get so much experience. And you get so much, you just understand the game so much better and so much creativity and things like that. So I think with Spurs, it was a bit of a challenge because they're already they're quite an old team. The women's team's also been there for many years. Yeah. So they had a lot of talent already within their squad, and their academy girls were, coming like the 15, 16, they move up to the senior team. So there was lots of competition, and I love that. It keeps you on your toes. Yeah. And obviously the coaching and everything is super. So I think my mind opened up a lot as a footballer when I moved there and I played for Spurs for a couple of years. And I didn't break into the first team, but I love the fact that I didn't because it kept me pushing myself constantly. And I think by the end of my 2 seasons with Spurs, I had grown a lot. And I was ready to move to a different team because I wanted to try out something. I knew my time in London would be very limited. So I knew that I wanted to try as much variety as I can. So I moved to Fulham. Fulham was relatively a new team. So I got more of a chance to kind of be like a leading player. Okay. And I think that would make a difference feeling also. Okay. But yeah, I think I got to learn different things in both the teams because they're very different. They have different histories and things like that. So yeah, I actually went there as a right winger to London, and I come back with the ability to play left wing, right wing, under 10, and all that. So it's good. I think my ability improved a lot, and I'm quite happy.
Well, that was Tanvie Hans, folks, and after the conversation, when we were having an off record, she did mention that she might be in Bombay because she would be called for her citizenship process, and I did tell her that if that happens, do let us keep us in loop so that then probably we can have an in-length conversation about everything related to football and herself. So she said yes to that. So let's hope that happens in the future. But for now, that's all. And you can catch her on Twitter as Tanvie Hans, at the rate Tanvie Hans, Tanviehans. And I'm on Twitter as Matthew94. Have a great day. Cheers.
Our podcasts bring all the boys to the yard, and damn right, they're better than yours. But you don't need to stand outside in the yard. Just follow IVM Podcasts on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. We might be on Tinder too. Just go ahead and swipe right.